Glenarm and the clash of the Celtic giants.
In our last programme, we saw the Celts and the Vikings do battle. Today, it's the turn of the men in kilts for the Highland Games.
This is the third year of the World Highland Games at Glenarm. In 2000, the champion was this man, Francis Brebner from Scotland.
And last year, the popular winner was Wout Zijlstra from Holland. Will one of these two men win again?
Well, I think these guys might have something to say about that.
This is Wout Zijlstra, about to take his first throw in the 28 pounds for distance at the 2002 P&O Clash of the Celtic Giants. Each competitor gets 3 throws. The furthest throw is the one that counts. The first line there is 60 feet, the second line 70 feet. Anything over 70 feet is a really good throw. Zijlstra, oh, it's a cracking effort. Well, that looks to be over 80 feet to me. So excellent opening effort from the reigning champion. This is Francis Brebner, a former world record holder at this event. Holds the world record for the heavier weight of 56 pounds. This is 28 pounds. So here comes Brebner. That's a great effort from him as well. And that takes the lead. Passi Paavisto's opening throw, and the leader after the first round is Francis Brebner, and I'm sure with even better to come. Alec Paterson from Scotland competed in the strongman competition in Brazil last year and beat the current champion, 22 stone. Second throw for Alec Paterson. A few swings to the front, then to the rear. 2 spins and a release. Not a bad effort. Just short of 60 feet. Malcolm Cleghorn from Scotland, leading amateur in his country, 20 stone. Second throw for him. Looks to be a better one this time. About 65 feet. This is Passi Paavisto from Finland, European champion in the year 2000. He weighs 21 stone. 4th place after the first round of throws. This is his second attempt out of 3. Well, he winds it up round the head, and he's really let go of this one. Just a couple of feet short of the 70 feet mark. Gregor Edmunds needs to improve his last throw by over 5 feet if he's to beat Brebner. It looks to be a pretty good one, and it's certainly his best effort so far. Yes, indeed. Edmunds' final throw, 83 feet. Just not good enough to secure him second place. Zijlstra holds on to that by 4 inches, so disappointment for Edmunds. Now, Francis Brebner knows he's already done enough to secure full marks in this opening event of the Highland Games competition. He used to hold the world record, remember. Brebner releases his last throw. It won't be good enough to beat that world record, but he doesn't need to anyway. He'll certainly take the maximum points. Brebner's last throw, the best of the competition, 85 feet and 2 inches. So there's confirmation of the result of the 28 pounds for distance. A win for Francis Brebner. Zijlstra in second and Edmunds third.
This is the Scottish traditional hammer throwing boots, which you can't really buy in the shops. You've got to make yourself.
Right.
And the idea is, as you're turning with the hammer, you can dig into the ground and stand flat-footed, and you can build up a lot of momentum with the hammer and stay rooted to the floor without falling over.
You hope anyway. I'm sure there could be a few accidents with those things.
Yes, I'm sure there has been in the past.
And this, of course, is your dad, Dougie. Dad, of course, you've been the organiser of events like this for many years as well.
Yes,
I mean,
that's right, yeah.
I'm sure it's as tough for you watching Gregor as it is for him competing.
Well, I actually throw with him. You see my head going like this, but I'll keep trying to stop doing that, you know.
The beautiful Glenarm Castle in the background there, as Gregor Edmunds, the current Scottish strongman, prepares for his opening throw. this throwing the light hammer event, developed from throwing blacksmith's hammers hundreds of years ago. And unlike throwing the hammer in the Olympics, there's no cage. Stray hammers are often common, and Gregor's been known to throw a few wayward ones in his time. 3 spins for him. That's a big throw, but he's pulled it left. Well, he almost hit me with it. So Gregor Edmunds wayward with his opening throw. It's a pretty dangerous event, this. This is Francis Brebner with his first effort. And Brebner, good at this event, holds the world record for the 56-pound weight. 4 swings round the head, and then the release. And it's a pretty good effort as well. Good opening throw by Francis Brebner. Wout Zijlstra. This is first throw in the light hammer. Can he overtake Brebner? I don't think he can. It's just short of Brebner's opening throw, but Zijlstra is happy enough. Gregor Edmunds making sure he's got a firm grip this time. His first effort strayed out of the target area. Wants to keep it in bounds this time. Good effort this time from Edmunds. And I think that'll take the lead. And Edmunds does indeed take the lead. A super throw, 136 feet and 9 inches. That's about 4.5 feet better than Brebner's. Brebner, 1 swing, 2 swings, 3 swings, and a 4th swing, and he's really let this one fly. And he may just have bettered his first throw. Brebner's second throw is indeed better. 132 feet 4.25 inches. Wout Zijlstra lying in 3rd place after 2 throws in the light hammer. He'd love to produce a mighty effort here, and he might just have done it. And Zijlstra's throw indeed not good enough to beat Edmunds, but it was an improvement. 134 feet and 9 inches, and that's good enough to leapfrog Brebner to take 2nd place in the light hammer. There's confirmation of the results of the light hammer. Gregor Edmunds the winner with that throw of almost 137 feet. Wout Zijlstra was in 2nd and Francis Brebner 3rd. So after round 2, it couldn't be tighter at the top. Gregor Edmunds, Wout Zijlstra and Francis Brebner all with 10 points. They're tied for 1st place. Malcolm Cleghorn and Passi Paavisto are in joint 4th.
This event has always been a highlight here at Glenarm, not least due to the man who threw a 56-pound weight over the bar at a height of 18 feet 6.5 inches, which broke the world record at that time. That man was Wout Zijlstra from Holland.
I have to do some charity work for the school, pulling a rope with the kids, you know. Not much different, eh? Not much different. This is my farmer house, where I always train. This is 19 feet, the height. I'm in good shape, you can see that, eh? He's already proud to wear his kilt. I will teach him everything. I did last year 24 competitions. I won 12. It's possible to make good money by the strongman and Highland Games. So I'm almost a professional, but I'm still working as meat inspector for the government. Yeah. These are the trophies from my strongman and from my Highland games. But this one is from ice skating. You don't believe me? I can show you that. Here, ice skating. I always do that. It gives me power. It gives me a lot of power. I have to do that. Easy. There is no wind today, but probably I can help. You see, I told you I could fix it.
I vote you might be able to start windmills in Holland, but do you think you can break the world record here again in Glenarm?
It was 2 years ago here, but yeah, I tried hard for it, and it's good crowd. I'm feeling always good, so of course I try it, of course.
Paavisto from Finland. He's only been out of Europe once before. This is his first visit to Ireland, and he's launched it over the 14 feet mark. The 56-pound weight will be thrown by the world record holder Wout Zijlstra. 18 feet and 8 inches, and believe me, at 14 feet he'll have absolutely no problems. He's a big crowd favourite at Glenarm, and now with everybody having cleared 14 feet, the bar is being raised to 15 feet. Gregor Edmunds now, the Scotsman. Edmunds stands 6'5", 19 stone, with ease. Paavisto at 15 feet. Well, he had the height, but not the accuracy. It's his first time at Glenarm. He's lying joint 5th after 2 events. Francis Brebner tied for first place with Gregor Edmunds and Wout Zijlstra. This is his second attempt at 15 feet, and he's missed it again. Passi Paavisto to stay in the competition. He's certainly got the height all right, and he's got the accuracy as well. Paavisto is successful at 15 feet. Francis Brebner, his last attempt at 15 feet. Alec Paterson and Malcolm Cleghorn have already failed at this height. Now, what about Brebner? And he's out of the competition. Big disappointment for Francis Brebner, and just Zijlstra, Edmunds and Paavisto left in. The bar is raised to 15 feet 6 inches. Paavisto at 15 feet 6. And he hits the bar as well. Well, Zijlstra sitting this height out, so he watches on as these two men try and clear 15 feet 6 inches. Gregor Edmunds hitches up the kilt and has got one last effort to make the 15 feet 6 inches to stay in the competition, but he's hit the crossbar again. So Gregor Edmunds goes out at an early stage. Disappointing for the Scotsman. Passi Paavisto from Finland to stay in. He's been able to make the height, just not the accuracy. I think he's got it this time, has he? No. He exits at 15 feet 6 as well. Now Zijlstra, the world champion, re-enters the competition after sitting out a couple of throws. Gregor Edmunds and Passi Paavisto, remember, have both cleared 15 feet. Zijlstra's last clearance was 14 feet, so he has to clear this height 16 feet or he'll be left with 3rd place. And no problem at all. That guarantees Zijlstra 1st place, and now he can concentrate on the world record. He set the world record in Aberdeen, 18 feet 8 inches. Before that, he set the world record here at Glenarm, 18 feet 6.5 inches. The bar now stands at 18 feet 8.5 inches. Yeah! Come on, Wout. Give us a world record. First attempt for the man from Holland. Well, he was close. shirt comes off. He means business, Wout Zijlstra. This is last effort at a world record. The man who keeps fit by pulling trucks at home. And believe it or not, a member of Holland's bobsleigh team as well. Multi-skilled. Can he break a world record at Cleghorn? Nearly got there. But a great effort from the Dutchman. Well, Zijlstra showed great strength trying to beat that record. But all three throws just coming short of the desired mark. After the third round, Witt over the bar. It's Zijlstra who edges in front. 1.5 points the difference between Gregor Edmunds. And in third, it's Francis Brebner with 12. Paavisto. Well, look at that technique. And just look at the distance. Well, he just used sheer shoulder strength there. And that was a cracking opening effort from the Finn. Gregor Edmunds from Scotland, second in Britain's strongest man, steps up to the trig, gets the stone well tucked in. And that's a great opening effort, throwing this 16-pound stone from Gregor Edmunds. Storms into the lead.
We'll give you that at the end of the first round.
Francis Brebner, who's third overall after 3 events, is struggling a wee bit in the putting the stone. His opening effort not in the top 3. This one looks better, certainly improved on his opening effort, but he still lies only in 4th place. Gregor Edmunds, the leader after the first round of throws in putting the stone. Gets the stone well tucked in. The spin and the release. Well, that's exactly the same as his opening effort. The world record holder of this event is Brian Oldfield, of 63 feet and 1 inch. The heavier putting the stone division, it's Jeff Capes, who set that record back in 1982. A popular character. But this man's a big favourite at Cleghorn. Wout Zijlstra in 3rd place. Just half an inch short of that 2nd position. The overall leader of the Highland Games. And he's really setting himself up for a big one by the looks of it here. It's a great effort. And that will secure him 2nd place, definitely. So Zijlstra's last throw elevates him into 2nd place. A good one, 49 feet, 7.5 inches. No doubt about the winner. That's the Scotsman Gregor Edmunds. With 1 round to go in the Highland Games, it's still Zijlstra who leads by just half a point from Gregor Edmunds. Francis Brebner's 3rd with 15.
It's the last event in the Highland Games, and there's one man who's well qualified to tell us all there is to know about caber tossing. It's the current world champion, Francis Brebner.
I'm Francis Brebner, world caber tossing champion. Not just once, 7 times world caber champion. This is just a forest full of cabers. I'm looking from the top down. There's quite a few. Okay, here's a nice tree that is quite suitable for a caber. I'm just looking at the top here. It'll be quite a taper on it, so it'll be quite nice for holding the hands as well. What I'm doing, I'm stripping them down to taking all the bark off of them, and this lets it dry out, because right now there's a lot of sap in here. It's way too heavy, so after a couple of months it should just be perfect for tossing caber. I would say out of all the throwing events, the caber's one of the most technical. There's quite a lot of tilt. First you've got to pin down, pick the caber up. I'm going to clasp my hands, and then I'm going to balance it, and I'm going to run and balance it, and then there's a crucial timing of the toss, which depends whether it's going to go over. If you leave it too late, it's not going to go over. You just got to hit it perfect. Here it goes. I'm going down. I'm going to pick it up. Okay. Get the balance. I've got it. Now I'm going to run. I'm going to run. Okay. Well, that's about a perfect 12, and that's what you're looking for at the games. It's marked like the hand of a clock, and if I was the centre of the clock, this would be marked at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and there it is, back to 12 o'clock. Perfect score, just what I did.
Going into the last event, Francis is in 3rd place, Gregor is in 2nd, and Wout is in 1st. Are you confident you're going to do it this time?
Yeah, but it's only half a point, you know, and Gregor is much younger than me, so he has more energy, you know, but I have a lot of experience, of course, so.
You have the power there, don't you, Wout? What about you, Gregor? Is there any particular technique that you think will get there to the top?
Well, I think I've got to rely a lot more on technique than this man here. He's very powerful, whereas I am not so strong. So obviously technique is very much to do with it.
But of course you're both up against the world champion, Francis Brebner. Francis, how are you feeling about it all today?
Yeah, I'm feeling quite good. This is one of my better events. It's slightly different because we're running uphill and it's within a sector, but I'm looking forward to compete against this too and hopefully stop them.
Wow, this guy is a real character. Passi Paavisto says he practices tossing the caber in his backyard at home, and his wife goes round with a wheelbarrow following him, filling in the holes. That's a sight I'd love to see. This is first throw with the 130-pound caber. He's wobbling a little bit, approaches the throwing zone, and over she goes. I think he's going to make it. Indeed he has. That's a wonderful throw from Passi Paavisto. Well, that throw of Paavisto's has been marked at 12:30. That line in the grass represents the hour hand at 12 o'clock. An excellent effort from the Finn. Remember, the score is on accuracy, not distance. The winner is the man who throws it as straight as possible. Up she goes, and over she goes, and that looks like a great throw as well. Up she goes, and over she goes, and that's 11:30. So exactly the same between Paavisto and Francis Brebner. The way it stands at the moment, Wout Zijlstra does not have a throw good enough, which would give him the overall title. Retaining the title here at Glenarm needs a big throw. Remember, the score's on accuracy, not distance. The winner's the man who throws it as straight as possible. Looks better from Zijlstra. Oh, it's a cracking throw. Oh, and he loves it. Well, Zijlstra had himself psyched up for that throw, and what a throw it was. 11:55 for Zijlstra, just 5 minutes short of that perfect throw. And he takes the lead in the Highland Games and looking good at the moment to retain the title. Malcolm Cleghorn. Been competing in these Highland Games for many years. Twisting and turning on his run-up. And he's pulled off a pretty good throw as well. 11:45. The world champion, Francis Brebner, is struggling. Only lying 3rd at the moment in the tossing the caber discipline. World champion of the Highland Games in 97 and 98. Red hot favourite for tossing the caber. And this needs to be almost perfect. And he might just have got it, you know. 12:05, says Gregor Edmunds, exactly level with Wout Zijlstra. So how about that? It couldn't be closer. Gregor Edmunds, if he can produce the perfect throw here, he would not only win the tossing the caber, but he could well win the overall title. Fast run up again. It's a good flick. He likes it, but I think he knows it's not quite good enough. Looks round at his dad, who shakes his head. 11:55. and it will be a three-way toss-off between Edmunds, Zijlstra and Brebner. Francis Brebner, the world champion, has a chance to prove his pedigree. It's not bad, but he's disappointed. 12:45 for Francis Brebner. Wout Zijlstra. One throw, and it's between him and Gregor Edmunds to see who's going to win the overall title. And it's come down to this last toss of the caber. And it does look good. Oh, and it doesn't get any better than that. That's the perfect 12 from Zijlstra. So under great pressure, the reigning champion shows his caliber. So the pressure is now on Gregor Edmunds. He has to emulate Zijlstra with a perfect 12. Can he do it? I don't think he likes it. It's not good enough. 12:15 for Edmunds. Wout Zijlstra is the winner. He's the winner of tossing the caber. He's the overall champion of the Highland Games. Confirmation then of the winner of the Highland Games, the Dutchman Wout Zijlstra, 27 points. Gregor Edmunds, 25.5. Great performance by him as well. And Francis Brebner, the winner here in 2000, is third. He's done it again, back-to-back wins for Wout Zijlstra. How does that feel?
Still feeling good, you know, because it was close, so, and a victory is always a good feeling. That's we're competing for, to win.
And it came down to the last toss of the caber. A good fight today from Gregor Edmunds as well.
Gregor Edmunds, he is a young guy and he's coming up, but I didn't expect he was coming up so good, you know. So it was very close. He makes me nervous also, so especially the last throw, but my experience won again.
Well, you're the winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You can give us another cheer before you go.
Ah! I come back and win again. In Ireland, I always win.
James Esler, the passenger marketing manager from P&O Irish Sea, presents the winner's trophy to Wout Zijlstra, champion in 2002 at Glenarm.
So another winning year for the Dutchman and Wout Zijlstra, Highland Games champion 2002.
We've had a great time. Hope you've enjoyed the clash of the Celtic giants, but for another year from Glenarm Castle, it's bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't not be afraid, eh?